Major League TagPro on TagProTV.
Everybody to Season 6 of Major League Tag Pro. This is BBQ Chicken. You are watching Major League Tag Pro on TagProTV. We've got a Super Bowl rematch here, the Ghostboosters versus Sum of All Spheres, and
Absolutely, what a great game to start off. Season 6 of Major League Tag Pro. Basically the exact same as we had in the Super Bowl, and hopefully just as exciting.
pretty much. We're gonna have a couple of games between these two. We have this week, for those who don't know, it's 2 different maps each week, and then they'll cycle. So this week, Game 1 is on the Holy See, and then Game 2 is on Velocity. And then next week, Game 1 will be on Velocity, and Game 2 will be on, I don't know, whatever comes after. I haven't looked, and I forgot. But it's going to be 2 maps, so we're actually going to see a little more variety. Velocity, a new map here in Major League Tag Pro. What do you think about that one?
I think it's a really good competitive map. I mean, this will be the first season we're seeing it in, but I have a lot of high hopes for it. There's a lot of skill involved, a lot of great boosts and bomb routes, and it's not too chasey, not too choky, and I think we'll have a big game on it, likely.
Yeah, I think so too. But Game 1 is going to be on the Holy See. Classic map, sort of classic chase map, offensive powerhouse. We should get a really good sense of what's going on, and I think the biggest offensive question here for these teams is how are Ghostboosters going to do replacing Sir Dan and Wow Such Pro with Ballstar and Real Duck?
Well, I think Ballstar's a very strong and experienced player, and I think Real Duck's going to benefit from having him as a partner. I also think it's going to be very hard for the Ghostboosters to replace the Wow Such Sir Dan combo, but I think at the end of the season, Ballstar and Real Duck are going to be turning a lot of heads, just like WSP and Dan were last season.
Yeah, Ghostboosters definitely mining their minor league team from last year. With Real Duck and Gem both coming from minors. On the other side, Sum of All Spheres bringing Marwells back into the starting lineup. He had been benched at the end of last year, but pretty much the same team, plus KR, who was really good 2 seasons ago, which was the last time he played. How do you think the adjustment is going to be for him after a season off?
I think he's a very skilled offensive player, and even though he's taken a season off of Major League Tag Pro, he hasn't really taken much time off pubbing at all. You see him a lot on Pi, like a lot. He plays quite a bit of Tag Pro, and I think he's not going to take very long to shake off the Major League rust.
No,
I have a lot of faith in him.
I don't think so. KR is a pretty old player. I believe he's a big pusher. I remember playing against him back when, the height was 40 people playing on Pi in the evening, and that was the entirety of people playing Tag Pro. So he's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. Even with a lot of the offensive innovation we've seen the last couple seasons, I think he'll be more than up to the task. But this is a pretty tough Ghostboosters defense with Micro and Gem.
Yeah, I think another thing that's going to contribute to KR's success is playing with Tojo. Tojo's an incredible support player, and I think it'll be able to bolster KR's skill even more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So at this point, we're just basically waiting for subs to get in. We should be getting into the game momentarily on the Holy See. Why don't you run down a couple of the goals that these teams are going to be trying to do right off the bat to take advantage of the map? Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah, 100% sure.
Well, what do you look to do when you're playing this map? How do you like to get started? What are the key areas of the Holy See?
BBQ, I'm like 95% sure this game's on Velocity.
Oh, it is on Velocity. Oh, I got it screwed up. It's map 1 on Velocity. Well, there you go. How about Velocity? Whoops. Well, let's talk about Velocity then. All right.
Yes, let's talk about Velocity.
So Velocity, this is the first season that it's in Major League Tag Pro. One of the things I like about it, I don't know if you've noticed, but sort of if you took the Holy See and like cut off the 2 corners and then sort of rearranged the map to fit in that area, you kind of end up with Velocity.
That's really good.
Right?
Am I sounding a little bit choppy in your end, or is that
that's how you sound to me, but it's off and on.
Okay, well, you're sounding a little bit better now, so hopefully we have it fixed up.
Yeah, I think it's just a little network thing. I think we're fine. So what do you like to do in Velocity? What do you think about the map as a whole?
I'm a big fan of all of the boost angles in the map. There are a lot of great ways to get into and out of base, whether it be with the boosts or with the bombs. I think there are a lot of great paths straight to flags. So if the defense can do a good job of clearing out those paths, and if offensive defense can do a good job of staying in those paths, I think that team will be very successful. Whatever team can control those boost paths the best is going to be the one that succeeds, it really seems like.
Yeah, Velocity, definitely a map that rewards patience a lot, I think, on the offensive end. It's one of the, I think it was one of the first breed of maps that I like. We saw regrab. Like, I think if there was a theme of Season 5, it was that regrab was super duper powerful.
Absolutely.
And one of the nice things about Velocity is there's really only one path for it. Like, there's two ends. It's not like the Holy See where there's a million ways to go. It's basically a straight line. And I'd like to see how that's going to affect whether or not regrab stays supremely effective like it has been in the past.
I think regrab is strong on Velocity, but it's a lot easier to combat it than it is on other maps, because as soon as you get a return, you can have one player covering both ways back, kind of like on Boombox. One player covers 1 and 2, and the other one covers 3 and 4. It's very similar. You just have those two defenders covering, and usually regrab isn't super scary like it is on other maps.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to be caught out of position. Now, we are in game, so let's... Oh my god, of course it does this. I even had this in... Okay, it's okay. I caught this early. OBS always likes to give me a black map the first time through.
So do you need to do a little bit of commentary?
No, I got it. We're good. We're good. I just need to make it look pretty now. You can commentate.
Okay, well, to start off, we've got Turbo taking out Ballstar, and Ballstar's going to spawn in base with that TagPro and try to clear out AR and Tojo, who are really just kind of prepping to get Ballstar out of the base and try to get a grab. KR is pushing on Micro with the Juke Juice, and looks like he's going to get free out of the base, and Ballstar's going to do the same. So now we've got a little bit of a chase situation here with KR and Ballstar running around the map. KR is going to attacked by Real Duck and he's going to hide in that corner. It looks like he's going to have trouble getting out.
Yeah, nice teamwork on that area. Meanwhile, Ballstar just... Oh my god, Ballstar.
Oh.
That was juicy. That was a nice little get around. Tojo! Oh man! I thought Tojo actually managed to get out of the corner there. See how Micro can do on the offensive side for a change. He's given Marwells and KR for their money. Holy crap, using that corner really effectively. He's still not out of the woods yet, but he's managed to get some space for himself, has Micro. Got a little greedy, but there is going to be a handoff for Gem. Gem is going to try and squeeze a path, but can't quite get around the spikes. We already
looks like Ballstar's going to get a...
We already see a really cool turn of events from the Ghostboosters, where they're doing a lot more rotation on offensive and defense, whereas I guess they did that a little bit last year, but definitely they were one of the more set-in-stone teams in terms of their positions. But we already saw, at least I already saw in Team Chat, Real Duck switching over to defense temporarily.
Yeah, very interesting that it seems as though Micro and Gem have done just about as much flag carrying as Ballstar and Real Duck insofar in this game.
Yeah, and I really like what Micro is doing. Sitting here in the middle of the map, it's a little bit more friendly for offensive players. He has those spikes to juke around. It's hard to actually get a tag on somebody right in the middle of the map where Micro is sitting, and he's not getting impatient, although Turbo and Marwells did a really nice job ganging up on him. Now KR's got a really good chance. This might be the first cap on TagProTV this season. Turbo and Marwells clean up Gem, but Micro with the capsize on KR. And that's going to be the end of that offensive push. But Tojo, he's looking with the rolling bomb. He's working on Micro and Gem with it too. Oh, Gem gets saved by the wall there, but Tojo manages to sneak on through. He's got a couple blockers. It's 2-on-2 in base. Can Real Duck get it? No! And Tojo gets our first Major League TagProTV cap for Season 6. It is 1-0 for Some of All Spheres, as I get my overlay back up because I forgot it.
Like Real Duck's going to take a really risky grab here, and he's going to sneak out. Careful with the Juke Juice, though.
I wonder if Real Duck's getting a little bit nervous. He's normally not the kind of guy to plastic grab much. But I'm really liking the play. It seems to be very back and forth so far. Not so much of the regrab train yet, although it still could definitely happen. You see a lot of action around the bases right now. Gem and Micro cornering KR pretty nicely. I think both of these teams are competent enough on defense, it's going to be really hard to attack with just one player on offense.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that it's a losing battle trying to grab against Maiko or Turbo all alone. It's almost seems fruitless at times trying to get something going unless you have great chemistry with your offensive partner, so I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess there's really 4 boosts into the flag with those 2 bombs and the 2 boosts, so it is possible to grab. Tojo's got a good one right now, and it looks like he might get the free cap. He does. Gem missed the flag. It's 2-0, and now some of all Spheres try for the regrab, but they can't get it. But still, the 2-0 win going very nicely right now for some of all Spheres. Grab now from Micro with the TagPro. He's got, I know he doesn't quite want the Flag Pro, but he's still going to try and make something happen. Real Duck's going to get an easy handoff from it, though. Turbo trying to save. He's not going to get a snipe this time, but Marwell's is going to try it. He can't. Real Duck can't around the corner. Turbo manages to cut him off. You still there, buddy?
Absolutely, I am. Just in awe at Turbo's defense. He's seeming unbeaten so far this game.
Yeah, he is pretty good, if I have to say so myself.
Yeah, he's gonna take a tank from he's gonna have that base basically cleared out for the next 20 seconds, so KR and Tojo can set a base there. They'll have a good chance on him for sure.
Yeah, everything calming down a little bit, waiting a little bit maybe for power-ups as Tojo's gonna grab this TagPro. I think that was the only one that was super off. He's gonna be able to get some work on it too, although Real Duck's the one grabbing. We'll see what Tojo can do with this TagPro. He's got KR with him. He's going to have a lead for KR. Let's see what they can do with it. Tojo managing to cut off Gem. KR is going to get Ballstar and Gem back in the way, though. Gem did not die. And now I think we're going to be waiting. Are we waiting for a handoff here? Yeah, Tojo's waiting on regrab. Gem deciding not to use the bombs potentially could pay off in a little bit if they manage to get Tojo in there. That's a really cool decision by Gem.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I think some of that spawns from being a little bit nervous and maybe not having enough practice on velocity. But, I mean, if that was a strat...
Sorry. Ballstar saving a cap there.
Yeah, that was incredible play by Ballstar. If that was a strategic decision, I'm very impressed by it.
Yeah, well, we'll give Gem the benefit of the doubt. She's a pretty good player. I think she's too tough to be caught up by nerves. She's a tough cookie.
Yeah, she definitely is. And her TagPro skills back that up 100%.
Oh my god, yes. I'm actually kind of surprised. I really wish that they had that girl U.S. Contenders team, right? Like Koala and Gem and like Lemon Pledge. I wish that Lemon Pledge is still around there, still playing, because they probably could have beaten most of the teams out there.
Yeah, that is a very, it's a stacked team almost, you could say at this point. I mean, we've already shown that Gem is a very good Major Leagues player, and Koala is definitely at that level too, and Amethyst and Tuna Master, I believe, were the last two.
Yep.
Also both very impressive players.
KR managing to get Ghostboosters. Oh, that bomb. Killing both players, but we have regrabs on both sides. Micro and Marwell's trying to work on it. Marwell's a breakout player from all the way back in Season 2, now a seasoned veteran. Micro, one of the big defensive new stars last year. Maybe not a new star, but I don't think anybody expected he would have quite the caliber of year he did. Everybody going for power-ups now as the turn of the minute comes underway. Tojo and Turbo getting both of them 2 power-ups right now for some of all Spheres. They have been controlling power-ups a ton, although as I say that, Real Duck doing some work with the TagPro over in the Sum of All Spheres base, and Ballstar looks like he may have a cap here. Tojo's in the way, though. We have the entirety of the Sum of All Spheres, and Ballstar forced to retreat. Meanwhile, we have Turbo trying to grab, but Micro and Gem are solid. Ballstar still has a chance to do something with this. Unfortunately, he gets caught out, but now the regrab comes from... That's hard to say, dude. The regrab comes from Real Duck, deciding not to use the bomb, instead trying to go down the bottom of those spikes. Turbo and Marwell's have him trapped. Can he turn the corner? He can! Bomb manages to save him from KR, but he gets cornered. Tojo's going to get some really nice timing there with that rolling bomb as we get a regrab from Ballstar getting out of Sum of All Spheres base. Lots of action. All of a sudden, it picked up here. KR, how is he not getting tagged by Micro? Finn, that's like... Talk about micro jukes. Oh man, I am on fire today, Ebola.
You are.
I am so funny. I impress myself sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta really yourself. Looks like some really good defensive flag carrying this game. I mean, Micro has been incredible with the flag. Tojo hasn't been a slouch either, and Marwell's has definitely pulled his weight too, carrying the flag. Been very impressed with defensive players' flag carrying skills so far this game.
Yeah, all the flag carrying all around has been pretty good, nice and patient. Nothing that I've considered like, wow, what the hell is he doing, right? KR, that was kind of cool from Ballstar launching Gem. Getting a cap for the Ghostboosters, nice job there, as Tojo and Micro both get grabs for their team. That's cute from Real Duck. I don't know if you're watching the blue team right now, but Real Duck...
I didn't catch what Real Duck did.
Real Duck's, his chat macros for flag is left has a Unicode left arrow in it.
Oh, that is...
That's pretty cute.
Good. That's very useful in pubs when there are literally players who don't understand what direction left is.
Yeah, gotta explain English for all the pub babies, all the babbies. No, we love pubs. I pub a lot actually these days. I still think it's fun pubbing.
I pub.
I'm getting a little bit of lag, guys, so sorry about trying to get back in sync. Oh jeez. Oh, I'm lagging hard.
Oh.
Did Ghostboosters score?
Oh, and
Okay,
nice
Ghostboosters
cap by
scored.
Ballstar, bombing down, and dude, head up now. The next 30 seconds are going to be absolutely intense with each team trying to take a lead to take it into the second half.
Yeah, my internet's going all screwy right now. Sorry, guys. You're like cutting in and out too. Hold on. I don't know if the stream is frozen or not.
Well, Tojo's coming into base. Turbo and Marwell's fucking Mike. He's got 14 seconds to convert on this. Just gonna chase him out of base. He's gonna try to come back in with one last opportunity. Ballstar grabs, and it looks like 5 seconds left. Real Duck's gonna grab two. Turbo's gonna try to get the cap, and Real Duck escapes, and the timer's gonna run out. Looks like we have a 2-2 half. Ballstar and Real Duck split into 2 caps for the Ghostboosters, and it looks like we have a really good half and the decisive one in this first game. You still with me, BBQ?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's still, you're cutting in and out a little bit. I plugged in my Ethernet cable, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. Yeah, that was quite an ending we saw. For sure, that was some really exciting action back there. Ghostboosters managing to tie it up in the last couple minutes, which is pretty cool to see. You here, dude? I don't know. Is my internet working? Are you here, Ebola? I kind of hear your keyboard, but I can't hear you. Alright, well, we're switching to Pi anyways. So hopefully I'll get a new group link soon. I'm gonna reset the stream really quick. I just reset my internet, so I should be okay. But I'm just gonna reset the stream really quickly.